In today's section, we're going to be talking about endocrine system or your glands, right? The reason we have a whole section dedicated to the endocrine system is because this particular system is integral to the functioning of your body, right? Now, what are they, right? Like I said right at the beginning, your body is a chemical machine, right? And it uses chemical messengers, which are basically your hormones, to tell it what to do, when to do, and how to do it, right? And the endocrine system or your endocrine glands basically produce these chemical messengers or hormones, right? In fact, it is so important. There are different art forms that are designed around the proper functioning of this endocrine system. Like, for example, if you take yoga, right, you will notice that there are 7 energy centers or chakras, and they are lined up along your spine, right? And if you look at the science side of it or the biology side of it, you will notice that there are 7 major endocrine glands, and they all lie along your spine, right? In a sense, you can say your endocrine system is basically they are the governors of your body, because they control almost every function in your body, right? And ideally, when we talk about energy centers or chakras in yoga, we always start from bottom up, right? But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to start from right from on top all the way down, and I'm going to give you a very high level overview of what each of these endocrine glands do and what happens when there's a slight imbalance in each of these glands, and how it affects you as a person or the functioning of your body, right? Now let's start with the glands. Okay, now in your brain there are 2 important glands. The first one is your pineal gland. In some schools of thought, the pineal gland is also considered your third eye, right? This particular gland is placed right in the middle of your brain. Okay, now what does it do? It basically governs your biorhythm or the cycle of your body, the night-day cycle of your body, right? It responds to the light around you. So when this particular gland malfunctions, you will notice you have problems like insomnia, anxiety, migraines as well, right? And where this gland gets affected where every time you travel between time zones, which is why you have jet lag. Okay, now the next gland that's in your brain, the next important gland that's in your brain, is the pituitary gland. Now this particular gland is considered the governor of all the other endocrine glands, okay, because it basically tells it instructs each of the glands on when they should produce hormones and how much they should produce, and it works very closely with your thyroid gland, which is in your throat. Now this is a butterfly shaped gland that is around your windpipe, right? And the thyroid provides hormones that controls everything from your body from your appetite to your tolerance to heat or cold, to your moods, to your weight gain or weight loss. And it works very closely with your pituitary gland, right? So in acupressure, when we check the function of a thyroid gland, we always make sure the pituitary gland is also functioning well at the same time. Now, as you go further along, in your chest, you have a particular gland called the thymus. Now, the thymus stays active from your birth till the time you hit puberty. It controls the functions of your body till you hit puberty, and then your sexual hormones take over, right? Now, ideally in adults, the minute you hit puberty, this gland should go dormant ideally. But in a lot of cases, it stays active. And when it stays active, you will have issues like OCD, aggressive behavior, probably a lot of frustrations building up in your body, right? And in acupressure, we basically balance out and make this particular gland go dormant. When that happens, you will notice that things like OCD and all, you are able to let go of things that bother you a lot when it comes to OCD, right? And let go of your frustrations. Similarly, there's also another gland in your chest called the adrenal gland, right? Now, this adrenal gland, it works in conjunction with your sexual glands. Okay, it provides sexual hormones, but it also controls your moods. So when we have noticed, when the adrenal gland starts malfunctioning or is not as efficient as it should be, you will have issues like depression, suicidal thoughts and such. And in acupressure, the minute you balance it out, you will notice that your feeling suicidal thoughts and depressive thoughts go away. So that basically controls your moods, right? As you go further along, over your stomach, there's another gland called your pancreas. Now, we all know the main function of the pancreas is to produce insulin for your bloodstream, but it also controls the heat in your body, right? So when your body becomes too heaty, when this gland starts malfunctioning, your body becomes too heaty, and then you will get symptoms like heat boils. For ladies, your period could come out of whack, right? And also it affects your digestion. Okay, then further along we finally come to your, for ladies you come to your ovaries, and for men you come to your testicles, right? Now, while these are sexual organs, they also provide the function of endocrine glands, because they provide sexual hormones for the development of your body from puberty, right? Now, for men, in the case of your testicles, right, from the time you hit puberty, it provides testosterone and the kind of hormones that tell your body how much of facial hair to have, the deepening of your voice. All this is controlled by the hormones that are produced by the testicles. For ladies, your ovaries produce those hormones that let you not have any facial hair, right? Controlling your period, your menstrual cycle, basically, the fat deposits around your hip, the development of breasts. All this is controlled by the function of the ovaries, right? So, like I said, there are 7 major endocrine glands, and these glands have to work together to make sure your body functions well together, right? That's when your body works well. And if any of these go out of whack, all the others get affected because they're all networked, right? So in acupressure, when we treat a hormonal issue, it's not just your sexual hormones, but we also need to make sure all the other 7 endocrine glands are working well and doing what they should do to govern the function of your body, right? I feel you should have a basic foundation of what your endocrine system is before you can understand how acupressure can work to help your body heal itself, right? Remember, you have the power to heal yourself.